What's up, YouTube? I wanted to come back and do another video, second thoughts on this Keltec Sub2K, and I don't mean second thoughts in the pejorative. I mean just some second thoughts I've had after having a chance to utilize it more and give you a little bit more information based on what I've done with it. As you recall, if you watch the other two videos I did on it, I had only fired it, as at the time I was doing those videos, I had only fired it in the original configuration. I hadn't fired it in this tacked out configuration I have it in now. And now I've had a chance to do that. One of the things I'm going to start with is, if you recall, one of the issues I had with, the only issue I really had with it that was a big deal was the failures to fire, failures to eject, failures to feed rather, failures to eject, the malfunctions I had with it. If you recall, in the video I mentioned that I was running about 5%. And for people not into guns, maybe you're watching this video because you're just getting into guns and you think, hey, 5% doesn't sound too bad. I tell you, 5% is awful. You don't want your firearm malfunction at all. It's certainly, if you anticipate you might ever bet your life on the use of that firearm, and then even if you're not, just for hunting or just for having fun, you just don't want a firearm that doesn't work. But 5%, at any rate, is a very, very high rate of malfunction. If you think about it in these terms, 5% is one malfunction in every 20 rounds. The larger magazines that I use for this firearm hold 22 rounds. So you're talking about a malfunction per magazine, and that's a ridiculously high amount. With that said, I heard nothing but good things about the reliability of these weapons and their functioning. And what I had also mentioned in that video is that I had not, it was brand new, and I did not, as you should with every weapon, I did not clean it and lube it before I fired it. So with that said, I had run 250 rounds through it, got about 5% failures. Took it back out after having cleaned it and lubed it. In fact, in this configuration, cleaned it, lubed it. I heard that it likes to run wet, so I did. I put quite a bit of oil on it, and I think I fired a good 400 rounds, and I had zero malfunctions in 400 rounds. So I was very pleased with that. This, in fact, was not the weapon. It's just you know, my negligence, frankly, in not properly cleaning and oiling it when I took it out of the box. So all they had on it was those oils they put on it for shipping, which are not the oils that you really want to be using to fire the weapon. So that's good news. 400 rounds, not a single malfunction. I'm running, this is a 40 cal if you recall. I'm running so far just Winchester white box through here and some UMC as well. And I'm having good luck with that. When I was at the range last time and I fired the 400 rounds, I sighted this TAC 30, which is a 1x40 scope. I'm sorry, 1x4, 1-to-4 magnification. I was going to also do the Fast Fire 3 while I was there, which is going to be my red dot for closer up stuff. I got so carried away and was having such a good time firing it, I never got around to doing the Fast Fire, so I'll get to that next time. But it's really going to be a nice configuration, nice setup when I had that sighted in. I really enjoy it. I had one problem at the range with this red line precision rail, and it started to back out on me, and by the time I was finished firing, the forend was all the way up towards the tip of the barrel. It just kept sliding forward. It stayed vertical, 90 degrees to the barrel, but it just kept moving forward. So I tried to tighten up some of these screws and broke one, and I called Redline or sent them an email, and they sent me some new screws, very good customer service. But they gave me the torque settings on it. So these are 9 foot-pounds of torque you're going to put on these screws that go in here, and I hadn't done that, and that's why it was moving. So we got that straightened out, and that's all good. A couple things I just mentioned about it, and I'll be done. This is going to be a very quick video. It's a very stiff trigger. I will notice that. I don't like the trigger. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the tactile feel. I don't like, and then it's also very stiff. And I'm not crazy about it, but it's it's what it is. It doesn't ruin the experience of the firearm overall. Very enjoyable gun to shoot, but it does, it's not the best trigger, frankly. This is obviously it's a semi, but I will tell you it is I should have taken the bolt out on one of these videos. Maybe I think I'm gonna do one more video on it when I get this Fast Fire sighted in. It is a heavy bolt. It's 2 pieces. This is a straight blowback design, and as a result of being a straight blowback, and I think also because that bolt is so heavy, it is a pretty slow for a semi. It's pretty slow cycle rate on it. It does not, if you're used to shooting something like an AR or AK, or you're not going to get that out of this. You pull the trigger as fast as you want. It's just not going to shoot as fast as you want it to shoot. You're going to have there's a discernible delay in the cycling of this weapon relative to how fast you can pull the trigger. So that's just something you have to learn how to deal with and how to adjust to. Likes to run wet, as I mentioned.
So I didn't do it, man. I didn't do it, dude. Whatever you thought I did.
What's going on, bro? As I mentioned, this likes to run wet, so make sure you keep a lot of oil on it. I just use brake free for that. Last thing I want to say is I have not used the personal protection ammo on this yet. I'm not running the hollow points through it, and I will not run any hollow points through it until I finally have this fast fire 3 sighted in, and I have everything finalized like I want it. And then I'll start experimenting with the various personal protection ammos that I might want to run through here, see what it likes the most, and see what I'm ultimately going to keep at hand for that. Other than that, she's a beast. Second thoughts, every bit as good as the first thoughts. Peace, YouTube.